Often, people choose their pets, but there are times when the animals themselves make the choice. On a serene weekend afternoon, they decided to take a leisurely bike ride through the picturesque woods of Brittany. The couple pulled onto a quiet path. As they rode deeper into the woods, the tranquility of the moment was shattered by a piercing cry. It was a sound that seemed out of place in this serene setting. Celine and Daniel exchanged worried glances before following the cry, their curiosity piqued. Pushing through a thicket of ferns, they stumbled upon a surprising sight. There, in the heart of the wilderness, was a tiny spotted kitten. At first, the little creature behaved ambiguously, torn between hissing with anger and crying with fear, not understanding how to relate to these unexpected intruders in its world. Celine, with her heart full of compassion, spoke to the kitten in soothing tones. She sat down on the ground and extended her palm towards the trembling feline. The kitten, curiosity piqued by this gentle approach, cautiously sniffed Celine's hand. Slowly but surely, the kitten's fear began to wane, and it inched closer. Then, in a moment of unity, as if fate had intervened, the tiny kitten made its decision. With a desperate leap, it landed on Celine's lap and began to climb her clothes, its tiny claws desperately clinging to her. The kitten's meows were no longer cries of fear, they had transformed into a heartfelt plea. A plea not to be left here alone in the woods. Without hesitation, they decided to take the kitten with them, even though it presented a challenge as they tried to balance the clumsy, crying kitten while riding their bikes. But Mini Kitty, as they would later name her, had learned something crucial. She had realized that her best chance of rescue lay in staying as close to a human as possible. Upon returning home, they discovered that Mini Kitty was indeed a female. Without much thought, they decided to name her Mini Kitty. She devoured all the food offered to her, her tiny body famished from her ordeal. Then, as if overcome by exhaustion, she settled down on Daniel's neck and slept for almost 24 hours straight. From that moment on, Mini Kitty became a permanent part of their lives. She only descended from her perch on Daniel's neck to eat, wash herself, or transfer herself to someone else's lap.